Wake up, Hoover. Wake up, Hoover. Good morning, everybody. This is Brittany at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. I am here with Seth Tiger, who really wants Hoover to come out and play. Good morning, Nancy. Starting to see comments. Good morning, Monica. Hello, Melody. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Melanie. And Kathy. We're here with Seth. You guys can learn all about Seth at bigcatrescue.org/Seth. Good morning, Michelle. Hello, Bethany. Thank you, Nancy, for your donation. Sweet boy. He's been hanging out, I mean, he changes up his routine quite a bit, but he's been hanging out in this corner where if you pan over, there's like a safety entrance and then there's a wall separation between him and where Hoover lives. He's been very interested in Hoover. Oh, for all of you that watch on the Explore cameras, I think he's heading back to the lake. Looks like he pulled his pumpkin out of the lake and brought it up here. That's what he just walked past. Here he goes. You guys can check him out. If you go to bigcatcams.com, you can find Tiger Lake, and that is where you'll see, oh, there's Hoovie. That's why he headed down there, because Hoovie's out and about. Thank you, Trina, for your donation. So Hoover's out. He's gonna, looks like he's going up on his platform. You can learn all about Seth at bigcatrescue.org/Seth, and same thing with Hoover, bigcatrescue.org/Hoover. Hi, Hoovie. He's gonna go into that den, probably. Hi, sweet boy. Oh, it's because Marie was trying to feed him. He's playing hard to get. Was you a good boy for Marie? Good morning, Cynthia. We just said hello to Seth, and then Seth walked down to the lake, so I came around the corner, and here's Hoover. I saw that, Nancy. That's amazing. No more Greyhound racing in Florida. That amendment passed yesterday, and I could feel it in my soul, all of my Big Cat rescuers that worked so hard to campaign for that. Tears of joy, I'm sure. Beautiful Hoover. Thank you, Sonia. We are Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. I agree. If people weren't using these animals for entertainment or to profit off of, poor Hoover was used in a circus in Peru. If humans would just stay out of it, there wouldn't be any need for there to be rescues like us. We're obviously one of the better ones. We're an accredited sanctuary. We don't do any buying, selling, trading, breeding, or touching. See where he's gonna go now. People are always asking, why are they pacing? Why are they walking around so much? Well, in the wild, they'd roam hundreds of square miles a day. And they'd eat when they want, and unfortunately, when people intervene and breed these cats for life in cages, they've got to get their exercise somehow. I also come out and film first thing in the morning before breakfast time, and that's because that's when they're most active. That's when you're going to see some of the really shy, elusive cats that you would never see otherwise. If I come out even 5 minutes after everybody's eaten breakfast, you either don't see cats because they're all sleeping in dens, or you'll just see a bunch of lazy sleeping cats. That's funny. Yeah, I should probably be seen on the Explore camera with Hoover giving me some drive-by ignores. Hey, Barbara Frank. So I was gonna check in with some of the cats. I try to show you guys a variety of cats every single day. Today I figured we'd try Seth and Hoover, who we've seen so far. And I think we'll check out Max and Marianne. He's licking his pole. Good morning, Donna. Dana, I just use the supplies given to me. I use an iPhone X and I have a stabilizer. Afton does more of our longer videos. I just really do our live videos for the most part, and I do some videos on Instagram as well. But I believe Afton's camera is HD. We also have a brand new 360 camera from Carol to Lauren, so that should be really exciting. I can't wait to see the footage on that. All right. So this is Tiger Lake, what we call Tiger Lake here in front. That's the bridge. You can walk out and usually see Seth on the other side, but it is breakfast time, so he's been back and forth waiting on it. Kathleen, I've been out here for over 3 years. My husband and I moved here from Ohio to become volunteers. And in the last 6 months, I just crossed over my 6-month work anniversary of being a staff member. Hello, Linda. If I'm missing your comments, I apologize. I'm gonna thank all of you that are jumping in and helping me. Facebook's only showing me half of one comment at a time. That seemed to become an issue yesterday. So we have this big lake. This lake actually fuels all of our swimming pools for our tigers here. We use solar power for that. There's Miss Marianne. Hi, Marianne. Marianne is a bobcat. She is just standing in her feeding lockout. You can see she can freely come and go. She knows that's where the food comes. Here's Max. Max and Marianne are both bobcats. She loves to try to pee on me. I'm always ready. I see somebody asking if we train these cats not to harm people. That's impossible. These guys are wild animals. We actually train our volunteers not to ever get hurt or injured. You can't train a wild animal to be tame. That's just not possible. They do have instincts, and even if they don't mean to hurt you, they could. So we've got a lot of safety protocols. We do not touch any of these animals. We don't go into the enclosures with them. That ensures our safety and theirs. If they were able to hurt one of us, we'd probably be forced to put them down and have them tested for rabies, so we would never ever want to do that. Max is the larger bobcat, Marianne's the smaller one. This is the breakfast dance. You can see they hang out in the perfect spot. That's where the volunteers are going to come from with all the feeding carts. So they know. Oh, Cameron's roaring. Helicopter. Not great timing there. Yes, that white arch that you see, that is where we do have weddings, usually just a couple a year. It's not like an every weekend event. So he's up on his platform. I wish that helicopter would go away. Yeah, he stopped anyway, so not sure what that's all about. So I wanted to show you guys Gabrielle. We are really close to the airport, the Tampa airport. So that's most likely what that's all about. Yeah, there's not a cat out here that isn't kind of scary. Again, because they're wild animals. They're very unpredictable. You never really know what to expect with them, so you can't ever just let your guard down. Let's go see Miss Gabrielle. I promised Michael Heap, one of our volunteers, I would tell her that he loves her. Hi, baby. Hi, Gabby. Michael says he loves you. So does everybody else on Facebook. Sweet girl. This is Gabrielle. She's one of our smallest tigers here. See, why is there a helicopter? It's weird. Good morning, Noor and Karen. If you guys are just joining, we actually started out with Seth and Hoover. We saw Max and Marianne, and then we made our way over here to Gabrielle. And thank you again to everybody helping me answer questions. Yeah, she's like, go away, helicopter. Again, I'm only seeing about half of each comment, and they fly by very quickly. So, but I do go back to my desk afterward. Hi. Oh, that was a weird chuff. Here we go. It's going away, I think. I would imagine she's so much smaller due to a lot of, weird breeding. She came from basically a tiger farm where all they do is breed them and breed them and breed them to make them smaller or bigger or white. And the only way you can get a white tiger is through inbreeding. So people always ask what species these cats are, and it would be impossible to tell you for sure. She's just very tiny. Females do tend to be a little bit smaller than the males, but like Kali is a very large female. Where are you going? She's got a big concrete den there that she really likes. You like to pop out of it sometimes. Hi, baby. Is that Marie? Marie has the treats. You can learn all about her. We call her Gabby, but her name is Gabrielle. My husband and I moved here from Columbus, Ohio, but I was born and raised in the Dayton area. He was born in Sandusky. We met in Columbus and we moved to Florida. Yeah, Gabrielle has some really cute merchandise on Carol's online store. If you go to catrescue.biz and search for Gabby Pocket Tiger, you'll see some really cute shirts. The design was made by one of our artists that works with us quite a lot, Jessica Marks. She just gave me a really cute Ryza watercolor painting that we're putting on merchandise. Little lady. Yeah, well, I never came here thinking I'd get a job. Very few people have ever gotten a job here. But I came here and wholeheartedly volunteered my butt off for over 3 years. I was here religiously, spent every holiday here, really put my heart out there with these guys. So you just never know. Just got to get involved. If you get involved the way I did, thank you, Jennifer, for your donation. Go to bigcarescue.org/get-involved. Interns are out putting out water jugs for our tours. We are open to the public every day of the week besides Thursday. I know. You can find out all of our tour options at bigcatrescue.org/tickets. All right, little lady, I'm gonna go see if your neighbor's out. Go see if your neighbor's out. Oh, you are sneezy today. Sarah E., it's your girl. I stand about 3 feet back. I have a stabilizer, which is what extends my camera and phone closer to the cat. Good morning, Mark. It's Gabby girl. Thank you, Karen, for posting those links. And thank you, Michelle, for your donation. Yep, we don't buy, sell, trade, breed, or touch. These cats come here to live out the rest of their lives after some pretty terrible situations. Gabby here actually had a mammary mass that had to be removed. She's also had a lot of dental work, so this poor girl is not fond of being moved from like cage to cage. She doesn't trust when more than a few keepers are around because she's just had to be taken into the hospital for some procedures. Yeah. Oh, I know. You're the best girl. You are the best girl. So I think what we're gonna do, if you've just joined, we've already hung out with Seth and Hoover, Max and Marianne, and then Gabrielle. I wanna give you a good variety of cats today. So we're going to try to go over and see if we can see Des Serval. He's one that we don't always get to see a lot of. He comes out to eat and he'll come out for treats, but a lot of the time he's just relaxing somewhere and he blends into his enclosure really well. So let's see. And if he's not home, we'll try to find the caracals. Good morning, Pam. If you guys are just joining, this is Brittany at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. They're pacing because it's almost breakfast time. We feed every day here. We thaw out about 500 pounds of food a day. We feed every day between 8 and 9 a.m. And so this is their most exciting part of the day. They are captive, you guys can probably hear Beecher. They are captive wild animals. People intervened and bred them and used them and then abandoned them. Now they're stuck in cages for the rest of their life because despite what anyone might tell you, if they're born in a cage, they can never go free. Hi, sweet boy. There's Des. Good morning. Hi. This is Des Serval. Des was actually found abandoned in Arizona. He was passed out on the side of the road, dehydrated and in terrible shape, and missing a leg. He only has 3 legs. Yes, please check out bigcatrescue.org/gofree. And for any of you questioning our cage size, that was the huge dilemma yesterday. So you can see he only has 3 legs. But he's been here for over 9 years. You can learn all about Des at bigcatrescue.org/Desiree. And please check out bigcatrescue.org/cages. Yeah, having 3 legs has not slowed him down one bit. He will still beat you to the feeding lockout for sure. All about food. But our cages are designed in bubble systems. Each bubble is about 1,200 square feet, and all the cats have multiple sections that are connected by doors that we can close if we need to shift them from one side to the other so we can do maintenance items or clean out their enclosures. We are a sanctuary that takes in abandoned and abused big cats that they get to live out the rest of their life here. We're like a retirement home for them. And this is Des Serval. And I come out before breakfast time because, again, that's when they're the most active. If I come out even a few minutes after breakfast, you hardly see any cats. Hi, Suzanne. He's very handsome. Yep, he was found on the side of the road in Arizona, only having 3 legs. Yeah, and if seeing these cats in cages upset you, well, trust me, it upsets all of us too. We're one of the few businesses in the whole world that is trying to put ourselves out of business. We don't want to have this issue where we have to rescue these cats. We don't want people to buy servals as kittens and think they're going to make a good pet and then give up on them after a couple of years, because that's what happens. So if you're a U.S. resident, please go to bigcatact.com and make the call of the wild for these cats. We love these cats to death, but we wish we didn't have to care for them until death. You know, it's very heartbreaking work to be a keeper. He's laying on his coolaroo bed. All of our small cats have that mesh style coolaroo bed. And they love it. We had a whirlwind live yesterday that's now had over 140,000 views in 24 hours. And what was so mind-blowing about it is the first 2 minutes of the video, we were just inundated with comments about how horrible our cages are and we're all so evil and set those cats free, they're miserable. And it was just Apollo on his favorite den. Oh, aren't you cute? Waiting on breakfast. So I went out later and on Instagram I took a live video of me walking all the way around Apollo's enclosure. But I really hope that some of those people decided to actually look into us and realize what they were seeing and judging so quickly was the exact opposite. You know, it was stressful in the beginning, and then it just got kind of comical that so many people would jump to so many crazy conclusions. Oh, so sweet. So I'm hoping some of those people are back, joining us today and learning about Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. We did so much damage control on those comments, myself and many of our Facebook group moderators and other volunteers, that most of us all got blocked from Explore.org's Facebook page. Which, that's the first time that's happened to me, so that was very interesting. Hi. Thank you for all the positive feedback today, guys. We definitely needed it after yesterday. But if you guys are just joining, this is Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida, and we are looking at Des Serval. Des was found on the side of the road in Arizona, abandoned. I know. And he only had 3 legs. So think about that. And he's been living here happily for over 9 years now. Here's the feeding cart. It's the dinner bell there. So he has all of this, and he comes down to this little side here, and this is his feeding lockout. So that's where he'll have breakfast. Let's go say hi to Cyrus real quick and kind of work our way back. See if we can see some cougars today as well. Actually, all the lives this week have been pretty good as far as, you know, seeing a large variety of the cats. That's Hutch. I try not to show the same cats every day. This is Cyrus. Hi. Hi, cutie pie. Cyrus is a caracal. I know. That was a good one. Yeah, if you guys are just joining, you've missed quite a few cats already. Seth and Hoover, Max and Marianne, Gabrielle, just hung out with Des Serval. We actually have Diablo creeping around over there. This is Cyrus Caracal. And you can learn about every single cat here. We're on 67 acres with just under 70 cats, so that's a lot of birth dates and backstories and things to throw at you guys. So after the feed's over, definitely check out bigcatrescue.org/catbio. Yeah, you're such a cutie pie. You want to go show everybody the difference between you and Chaos? Chaos is our female caracal. I was gonna see if Diablo was still around. Diablo is a Savannah cat, but he usually wants nothing to do with people. If you guys are new to us, something we say all the time is that if a cat is born in a cage, it can never go free. It's not just us saying that, that's law. Hi, there she is. A lot more standoffish, a lot more hissy. You can still hear Cyrus trilling behind me. Our cats have lots of toys and platforms and dens. They have multiple sections. Like right now I'm walking all the way around just Chaos's enclosure. I'm gonna go on the other side and see if we can see Beecher. And we can see Riza if she's out, but she has a new morning routine lately where she snubs everybody at meds and food time, then comes out like 20 minutes later. So we'll see, we might be a little too early. Might be a little too early. And again today I'm only seeing about half of everyone's comments, so I apologize if I'm not commenting back to you guys, but I always go back to my desk and go through all the comments. Oh, let's see. Here's Mr. Beach. Beecher! Hi. Cutie. Beecher is a Savannah cat. You can see he looks like a serval, but he also has features that are a little more like domestic cat. That's the point of a Savannah cat, apparently. You want the exotic look of a wild cat, but you want them to be good house cats. Never works out that way. That's Hutch behind me making that noise. This is Beach Boy. For our guided tours, if you need it, we provide golf carts. You just ask for those in the gift shop. Or I saw a lot of people, thank you Dorothy for your donation, saw a lot of people this past weekend at the walkabout on motorized scooters. Those work really well. But we just repaved the entire path around the sanctuary for walkabout, so it's so nice. Hi. Again, this is Beecher. Beecher's a Savannah cat. It's where they breed an African serval with a domestic cat. Yay, I think maybe Carol's on here helping answer questions. I'm not sure why. I can now finally see who's donating again, because that feature stopped on my phone for a while. But now I'm barely seeing comments. I see them, but they fly by and I see like half of the sentence. And people that might be asking, why are they pacing? Why are they running back and forth? Well, it's almost breakfast time. We feed every day between 8 and 9 a.m. What? I know. Should we go say hi to Hutch since he was screaming at us? Oh, and Riza is out. So all of you Riza fans will be very happy. You can see her right there getting a drink of water. Hutch go? I think Hutch is down there. Oh, there he is. I hear you. Down there flirting with Ginger. Hi. Hi, sweet boy. Hutch is also an African serval. So much to say, my sweet boy. Oh boy, he's something. Hutch is the one that I came out to photograph for Instagram a week or so ago, actually almost 2 weeks now, and I noticed he had a huge swelling on the side of his face, and I don't know that we ever truly found out what caused it, but we drained it, he got medication, he came back out a few days later, and he's been doing really well. Let's go see Miss Riza. So a rare treat that Riza would be out. So we're gonna take advantage of that. Hi, Miss Lady. Hi. This is Riza Cougar. Hi, lady. I know. No, you're fine right there. You were fine right there, lady. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Riza. So Riza Cougar is one of our oldest cats. She's 23 years old. She was very badly declawed as a cub, to the point where periodically we have to sedate her to clip her claws because they grow back in weird directions and cause her pain. Yeah. You can lay down. We also had to get a drink of water? Nope. We also recently had to take her into the hospital and shave her down. Without claws and being arthritic and incredibly old, she's not able to groom herself. So she was completely matted. So we shaved her down so you can kind of see she still has like her little Ugg boots on. She got a little lion cut. You can see the poof on her tail as well. And when she came back outside, she's a little unsteady on her feet. She managed to get a cut on the side of her. Thank you, Janet, for your donation. She's gonna walk us back to lockout. You'll see as she walks through the door, she's kind of wobbly. I think she actually leans on the side to help keep her nice and steady. Hi, where are you going? Are you looking at Maya? You can see Maya, her neighbor, is also a cougar, out being super adorable. But anyway, so Riza got a cut. She had to get sedated again and get sutured up, but she's healing very nicely. Hi, wild girl. Yeah, in the wild, these cats usually live about 10 to 12 years. In captivity with good medical care and proper diets, especially here, they seem to double that. Hi. Hi. So I know a lot of people are like, oh, they walk right up to you and they want to be petted and hand-fed, and that's just crazy to me. What they're actually doing is marking their territory. When your cats at home rub on you, they're actually marking their scent on you. You were gone all day, you have new different smells. They're back to saying, you're mine. The cats will spray urine to do that. They'll rub up against things. If they had claws, they would scratch. And petting these cats is just disrespectful. They're wild animals. They'd never allow you to touch them in the wild, so why trap them in a cage and then push your wishes on them? Maya's a very sweet girl, but she still has some monster teeth. Even if she were to accidentally hurt you, she could be put to death for that. No, we would never want to risk that. Look how sweet she is. Why would you want to put her in danger like that? Good morning, Dawn, and thank you for your donation. What's our loudest cat here? Well, I would say our lions roar the loudest, for sure. We have two, Nikita and Cameron. You're so sweet, Maya. Let's pan back over here to Miss Riza. She decided to take a little break. So right now we have 3 cats that are the oldest cats on property, and they're all 23 years old. Miss Riza, Frosty Serval, and Tiger Lily Bobcat. Thank you to everybody who's sharing this feed. It helps us reach new people, as we did yesterday. Just hopefully we got through to some of them. Memphis, we do have leopards, but they're a little bit further down the road. Already been live for quite a while, actually. If you guys are just joining, we've seen Seth Tiger. She's gonna play with her grasses. Hoover Tiger, Maximilian Bobcats, Gabrielle Tiger. We saw Des Serval, which we don't get to see often. And Cyrus and Chaos Caracals. A little glimpse of Diablo. We've seen Beecher, we've seen Hutch. Now we're at Maya and Riza. This is probably where we're gonna wrap up today. If you have any last minute questions that haven't been answered, go ahead and toss that out there. Yeah, declawing big cats is just cruel. It's essentially like cutting off the first digit of your own hand. And cats walk on their toes, so when you take that away from them, they start to like walk on their wrists, or like almost more like their elbows eventually, and they get wrist collapse. Thank you, Lisa, for your donation. Yes, Amy, we do use a lot of catnip here. We use catnip and lots of spices like pumpkin spice, apple spice, cinnamon spice. Nicole, the largest cat that can purr is the cougar. And cougars are the same thing as mountain lions, pumas, mountain screamers, Florida panther. They're all the same type of cat. They just vary in size and coloration depending on what region they're found. And if anyone's curious about the cat age, kind of how dog years are, cat years is times 6. So take 23 times 6, and that's how old Miss Riza would be in human years. We have an enrichment committee that gets together every Wednesday night, and they just create some of the most amazing enrichment. They also make popsicles for the cats. I know. And this is Riza. You can learn about her at bigcatrescue.org/Riza. Yeah, Riza's actually getting along pretty good. Again, she's one of our oldest cats, and she's got additional ailments, but she's been up on top of her grassy den. She's been seen playing with her ball. Actually, the morning of walkabout, my husband got really cute video of her playing around with her soccer ball. Where are you going now? Where are you going now? Oh, did you like suck something up in your nose? That's what it seems like. So now you can see that scratch on her side. It's healing really, really nicely. Get that grass. You can see how playful she still is. Miss Riza. Easy, easy. Well, cats that are born in cages and generally taken away from their mothers very quickly after birth, they don't learn the proper instincts that they would need to survive in the wild. You can learn all about why these cats can never go free at bigcatrescue.org/go free. It's not just as simple as opening the door and letting them go. A lot of these animals aren't even native to our continent or our country. You know, there's no tigers or lions that should exist in the US, but unfortunately there's more here than there are in the wild, so she is getting frisky. Yep, this is what happens when you declaw a cat. A drug dealer thought it'd be cool to have a cougar and probably thought, oh, well, she'll be dangerous, so let's take away the claws, and they did it in a really bad way. She was actually already quite old when she came to us. Her rescue is on her bio page. She's so pretty. Yeah, our sanctuary is actually full of really sad stories with really happy endings. So I hope you guys will check out bigcatrescue.org/catbio. That way you can learn about every cat that lives here. We have tons of videos at bigcattv.com. We're also on Instagram, instagram.com/bigcatrescue. And if you came in the middle of this feed, or you're curious about any of our other live feeds, they always post automatically on our Facebook page. This is Riza Cougar, who is 23 years old. So that's Nikita roaring. And it sounds like there's a leopard in there. And Beecher, of course. The sounds of the sanctuary. thank you again to everybody who helped me answer some questions. And I'll reach out to anybody who didn't get a reply as soon as I get back to my desk. Yeah, we're one of the world's largest accredited sanctuaries for big cats. We're on 67 acres in Tampa, Florida. Such a pretty lady. She's all ready for breakfast. Well, thank you guys. Thank you to everybody who donated, everybody who shared this. And we're gearing up for the holidays, so if you guys are doing any shopping, you can support the big cats by using Amazon Smile. So make sure that you choose Big Cat Rescue as your charity, and they automatically donate 0.5% of your purchase straight to the cats. And that's free for you guys to do. Oh yay, Abby, look, it's your girl. It's Miss Riza. Waiting on breakfast. But we are just about to sign off, so make sure you guys watch from the beginning. You can go to facebook.com/wildcatwalkabout, and you'll find all of our live videos on there. Thank you, everybody. You have a great day, and I will see you again very soon.